I'm at Vidcon, and I'm here with Manychat. We're talking to different creators, so let's see what they say.
My name is Chun, and my channel is called I Am From Korea.
What a great channel name. How did you get that?
Oh, because I am from Korea. I just wanted to put it out there, let people know.
No, I mean, that's like a good thing that you scored that name. I feel like that's very common.
Yeah, I was surprised that nobody took it before.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about what you do.
Oh, so basically I ask people on the street what to eat and then go try the food and rate it. Yeah, if that is legit good or not.
Got it. So what is your favorite type of food then?
Oh, it's rice, obviously, because I'm from Asia, and then fried chicken. I love fried chicken.
I had fried chicken this morning.
Howling Rays, everyone. You got to go try Howling Rays. Yep.
Where is that?
That's in LA, best spot, best hot Nashville hot chicken style, I think.
Noted. Maybe I can go there after this today.
Please. Yes, please sponsor me too, please.
Okay, so what's one video that you're most proud of?
One video that I'm most proud of? I don't know, because I do a lot of rage bait. I mean, I love making that kind of video, but I'm proud of everything, but I think my parents are not proud of it. Yeah, that's the problem. I'm proud of everything.
Oh no!
Yeah, but I'm okay. It's my life, my choice.
You're a very sharp dresser.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Can you tell us who you are?
Yes, my name is Tyler Perry of Content Machine, not Medea.
Oh, dude, I was about to make so many Tyler Perry jokes. What are you guys doing here at Vidcon?
We're here to speak at the Meta event primarily. We're Team Meta. We love Meta. We love working with Facebook, particularly about how you can monetize on Facebook.
What is your favorite thing about being on Chronically Online?
It distracts me from my real life. I just get to be online all the time, and I get dopamine from doom scrolling and getting new pieces of content and new pieces of information every time I swipe up.
God, that is so apocalyptic. What is the worst part about being online?
The worst part about being online is it distracts me from my real life, and I just get sucked into this dopamine wormhole of just constantly doom scrolling. Every swipe is a new hit of dopamine.
Did you go to Disneyland while you're here?
We did, and we were waiting in line, and someone pulled the fire thing, so we couldn't do it, and then we went to a different ride, and the park closed, so we went on 0 rides, exactly.
That is complete ass. What is the weirdest thing you've seen here at VidCon?
The weirdest thing I've seen is young kids who recognize certain content creators that I think they're too young to be watching their content. That's the weirdest thing I've seen personally.
Does this place make you feel old? Because I feel ancient.
A little bit, yeah, but we live in LA, so we have a good skincare routine. We're able to pretend to be younger than we are, so we can fit in with people who are 5 years younger than us.
If you have any bit of advice, it doesn't have to be creators, it doesn't have to be anything. What is your one piece of advice for anybody that's watching this?
The one piece of advice I have for anybody with anything they want to do is consistency. No one gets skinny after one workout. No one gets fat after one meal. Stay consistent. Keep grinding. That's where champions are made, isn't the consistency?
My name is McIntyre, and my channel is that name as well.
Love it. And what kind of content do you create?
I do commentary where I talk about pop culture, and I talk about the creator ecosystem and basically any trending topic. I love Wendy Williams, and so I tried to create my own Wendy Williams equivalent on YouTube, and I just love talking.
And basically I watch his channel and I love your channel and you do great. What advice would you give to a brand new creator?
Not to be shady, but I've been seeing a lot of panels where people are saying, you've just got to embrace, the traditional old space on how people went viral on YouTube. Collabing culture was really big. People will always be like, just spread kindness and love and stuff like that. But I feel like within the creator space that we live in right now, people value a real person and someone they can see themselves and identify with. So I would say that, but also you got to learn to adapt to the ever-changing ecosystem of social media. I think that's the real advice I would give.
Yeah, that's so true. Things happen so quickly. You have to just keep up,
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
That algorithm will leave without you, babe, if you don't leave with the algorithm.
My name's Amy Nelson.
I'm Jesse Crossum.
So what kind of content do you create?
I create content for professional women. I teach them creator skills so they can leverage that to build their own freelance practice, consultancy, and their expertise.
That's wonderful. And are you a creator too?
I talk about prison reform or criminal justice reform here in America. Yeah.
That's wonderful. Thank you for doing that. So what's one piece of advice that you'd give to a new creator?
The advice I would give to a new creator is find a way to connect with your audience off of your social media platforms from day one. Because social media is an incredible stage and there's no gatekeeping and you can go and use your voice, but you don't have a direct connection to your audience if that platform goes away. And so if you can create your own newsletter or other way to talk with people, you're set.
Absolutely, I love that. And what about you?
Authenticity. I think that people connect with what is authentic, and people always ask what's going to be the biggest hit or what's going to land biggest with their audience, and the reality is, what do you care the most about? Who are you? I mean, we had people upstairs that were talking about Rubik's Cubes, or talking about frogs, or talking about... It doesn't matter what it is. People are going to resonate with that authenticity, and when people want to create, it's about what do you want to give to your audience? What value do you add? And when you tap into that, it's limitless resource.
What do you think is the hardest part about being a creator in the industry?
For me, one of the things and reasons I wanted to come to VidCon in general was because starting out, you're kind of you're on a little island by yourself. You don't know anybody. You don't really know the ins and outs. And I think one of the things I really wanted to know better was how other people are navigating the space.
Yeah.
And so really being able to come here has been a huge it's been a huge alleviation to the big challenge, I'd say, which is not really knowing how to do things. I know there's a lot of information out there online on how to learn how to do things, but nothing beats being able to just connect with another person.
I think, like, as a creator myself, one of the hardest parts is it feels so isolating at times. Like, it can feel like you're kind of floating on an island by yourself, even though there's so many people who are also doing it. You don't know kind of how to do things, and that's where management also can be an amazing tool. So I'm going to ask you the same question. What do you think as a manager in this space? Like, what do you think is the hardest part for creators, being a creator here?
Yeah, honestly, it's the outreach and getting your name to other brands or to other people to, show them why it's worth collaborating with you and partnering with you, right? And, that's where I come in as like a manager, being able to connect them with the people that actually do want to manage or work with them or collaborate with people like Kai. And showing them like there is a lot of potential opportunity outside of just someone just saying, "Hey, I like your brand." I was like, let's collaborate. There is a lot of value behind it as well.
I love that. Thank you so much. I know you're trying to get in.
No, for sure.
Labubu just walked in. Hello?
I've seen this like.
My name is Yosef. I have a food channel. I do what's called mukbangs, properly pronounced as mukbang. I eat in my car for a living. People like to watch me eat. I do a lot of general food videos, but it's I'll typically show you like the best restaurants around the area, give you the full-on eating experience with ASMR and all that stuff.
Okay, so I need to ask, what is the craziest thing that you've ever eaten on camera?
I had a burrito with mac and cheese and a huge dino beef rib stuffed inside in San Antonio, Texas.
Oh my gosh, that's gross.
It's really good. It's like a $50 burrito.
That's crazy because we're all from Austin, so maybe we should go to San Antonio and try it.
Yes, go to Bus and Q. You gotta go.
Okay, sounds good. So what is your most viral video?
I have a video currently on YouTube with 50 million views.
Whoa! Okay, so is your channel monetized and you do brand deals?
Yeah, I have brand deals on basically all my platforms. My biggest brand deal so far made me an accumulated $3,000 in one video.
Wait, $3,001 or 3,001 videos?
$3,000 in one video. Soon I'll be signing with an agency, and then that's when you get with all the big businesses that will pay like $5,000, $10,000 for a brand deal.
Anything else you want to shout out before we go?
Yeah, check out my channel at YoEats23, and also make sure to like and subscribe on her video, please.
What is your name and what do you do?
My name's Raul. On YouTube, it's Dance and Dominate, but I draw, and the reason it's Dance and Dominate is because, of course, while I interviewed someone while drawing her, I talked a lot about dancing because I relate my art to dancing, improv, and everything. And it's like one passion leads to another is like my slogan,
Yeah, that's wonderful. So are you drawing people at VidCon?
Yes, I decided to because I've been doing it at the downtown area where I live, charging people, and that's how I decided, let me try to make social media out of it. Try to capture the conversations that I have with the tourists and make it into visible to the audience. People usually tell me, oh, I can't draw anything. I can't even draw a stick figure, and I like to turn it around and tell them, I think we all have our own passion. We have our own gift or something. And it usually becomes a good conversation, talking about their passion and how we relate. Some guy may say his passion is fixing cars. And I always say, oh, that's just how I feel about dancing or drawing, stuff like that. And it's turns into a great conversation.
That's really awesome. What platforms do you post your content on?
YouTube and some Instagram. I just started, honestly. I just posted my first video like 2 days ago.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Well, congratulations. Have you been drawing a lot of creators? Or I'm not the first one, obviously.
I've drawn probably like 3 creators, and I drew some kids downstairs at the
downstairs
sellers are and stuff like that. Yeah. But yeah, I haven't had the courage to ask a lot of creators, you know.
Do it. That's my challenge to you, is to go up to someone and ask them. Because this is so cool. Wait, you got to show the camera. Show the camera. I think that looks just like me. Look at that. Thank you so much. And do you want to shout out your channel one more time?
Sure, it's Dance and Dominate with one D between the and dominate, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Are you a creator?
Yes, I'm a music producer.
What kind of music?
I produce electronic dance music. I made music for the rave episode of Bob's Burgers, the Christmas rave episode.
That's incredible. What's up with the bunny ears?
Well, these ears represent one of the characters from the show in Bob's Burgers. Her name's Louise Belcher, and she wears the bunny ears.
Very well. If you're a creator and you're making music, what is your favorite project you've ever done, if we're going to exclude that?
Oof, if we're going to exclude that, well, I'm actually producing a rave on Thursday, July 24th, and it's a cosplay rave, and it's going to be the first night of Comic-Con in San Diego.
Absolutely no one will be doing drugs there.
No, of course not.
Never, ever in a million years would we do something like that. We do not condone that here.
That's correct.
That is not what we do. What is your favorite song of all time?
Just from Radiohead. I also like Paul Simon or maybe something from Led Zeppelin.
Would you like to know a fun fact?
Yes.
My first tattoo is the Radiohead bear on my leg.
Awesome, I love that.
What's your name, and you got any shout outs?
My producer name is Robert Download Jr., and I'd like to shout out, all my friends in San Diego, and I'm here with my daughter Abilene, who's also a content creator. She has her own channel, and everybody here at Vidcon and all the creators.
More weirdness coming soon.
Okay, can you pitch your channel in 30 seconds?
Pitch my channel in 30 seconds. So I'm not your average science guy. I make science content for kids to help them learn, but I do it in a fun way, an educational way, so it's not just total brain rot, so they enjoy coming back to the content.
I love that. That was way less than 30 seconds. You nailed it. High five. Good job. All right, so what is your goal as a content creator, ultimately?
Yeah, I really want to make education, all science content, not just one style. So whether it's experiments or learning about animals or doing ocean content, which is really hot on the channel right now. They love ocean stuff, but I really want to be like the next science creator, the big science creator out there, not just YouTube, because that YouTube is my platform, but I really want to be that name, that new name, new generation, next generation.
I believe in you. I love it. That's awesome. So what is your favorite part overall about being a content creator?
Opportunities. I mean, the opportunities I get to meet people, the freedom to do it, to have my own time, own schedule, even though it's demanding. I never would have thought it was going to be this demanding doing it full time, but it's rewarding to be able to give back, because it's not just about me taking. I mean, it's awesome that I get to do it full time because of the money, but I feel like I'm actually doing something and I really appreciate everybody on the channel, the people that watch me, because without people watching you, you're nothing. You're just making videos. So I really tell my fans and subscribers all the time, without you guys, I don't exist. So really, they motivate me to keep going. So that's the biggest thing.
If you had to give advice to a new content creator who wants to start up a channel or something like that, what piece of advice would you give them?
First thing is do it, because the thing you start off doing is not what you're going to end up doing, most likely. I didn't. I went through a few different years of trying things. The best thing to do is get out there, try things, and see what you like and what people like, and just go for it.
So if there's a creator watching who's brand new and just kind of getting started, what piece of advice would you give them?
Yeah, so the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago, but the second best time is today. And so if you're thinking about, I making content, it's getting less than 100 views. Think about how many people there's 100 people. We're at this party right now, there's less than 100 people here, and my goodness, it's so many people. And so a lot of times we've been discouraged from making content because we post something and it doesn't get a lot of views, but the way that the internet is going these days is we are no longer in a creator economy that's dictated by subscribers or viewer counts. Instead, it's not about how many followers you have, it's about how deep you go with the followers that you do have, and using different tools to be able to create those relationships, be able to have, conversations to make it not a one-way opportunity, but instead it's now a conversation between you and your followers. And so, don't be dissuaded, again, by your follower count. Focus on how deep you're going with the people you already have.
I really, really love that. that's really a good point. And also, like, one of the things that we talk to creators about a lot is like burnout, because I feel like burnout is something that happens a lot when you start to post consistently, you start to become a creator. Is there any advice that you'd have for a creator that might be dealing with burnout?
Yeah, so burnout typically comes because you're doing the same thing over and over and over again, and you're trying to get a different result. And that's also the definition of insanity, right? So the way to avoid insanity is not by any form of I don't think it's some sort of mindset shift or different game. It's building a back-end ecosystem to where your income or your lifestyle is not dictated by the content that you post, but instead the business that you've built behind your content instead. So that if you decide, hey, you know what? If you're an individual you're a content creator and you take a month off from posting and your channel dies instantly, then I hate to tell you, but you're not a business owner. You're a glorified freelancer. And so you want to be the type of person that builds a business so that you can take that time off and you can say, I have the space to do so. And that's, so I guess in essence here, the shortest and best answer is to avoid burnout is to build ecosystems and systems that support your income and your lifestyle, even if you're not posting content.
If you enjoyed this video and if you enjoyed this VidCon content, make sure to like, subscribe, and check out some of our other videos.